Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another episode of BRYN'S Madhouse. I always love recording these videos because I like seeing the idea at the start and seeing the pile that we get at the end. That sometimes I'm like, this isn't that bad. Sometimes I'm like, this is bad and this is fun. And then sometimes I see that min sled dog odd deck we made and I go, oh no. What have we created? This week, we have some, I imagine, if I had to guess, like some film noir music playing as you walk into the madhouse.
Yeah. Maybe there's a narrator speaking over it about,
Yeah.
you know, how his life has kind of exploded. Should never trust a dame.
No, should never trust a dame, and then so this
Something,
is like
something like that.
this is like the film noir true professional Joe Diamond. I see the thumbnail in my head already. If it's not in black and white, I've made a mistake, Chad. So I just have to write black and white thumbnail and see if I'll remember what that means. So in this one, it's a pretty simple, but it should be a good time. We're going to be... Fine Clothes is an important piece of the deck. And there also is going to be, like, Persuade. We're going to try to take advantage of these parlay cards that we have here, which are both Persuasion and Interrogate is the other one.
Yeah. I don't know if there are any other player cards that have the text parlay on them, but leastways not ones we can play.
Yeah, no, that's it. So the deck's finished. But I mean, like, they're both insights, right?
Yeah.
So, like, we can... Yeah. This does insights.
We could play Eidetic Memory for more of them.
Yeah, so, like... If we,
and we probably want to, because what are we going to do? Build a deck around 4 cards?
Oh, and they're also hunches. Oh, look at that. They
could be hunches. I think we probably don't want them to be in our hunch deck.
That makes sense, because...
they're very difficult to actually play.
To take advantage of, yes.
Yeah, like we need humanoid enemies. They have to be at our location. Like this.
That's a lot of hoops. That's a lot of hoops.
It's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah.
We do definitely need the second set of Fine Clothes because when we play our Interrogate, there's a very real possibility that we're going to need to change clothes.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man, I like how it doesn't even like... Well, I mean, like, yeah, the Interrogate doesn't even solve the enemy. That's great.
No. Why would it? Why would it?
So, normally, Bryn, we don't make bad decisions in these decks, right? Well, not too bad. But, like, I kind of would love to get some form of recursion so that we can play these cards again and again. So we have the Eidetic Memory. And, like, you're going to have to talk me off this cliff, but I really want to get, like, a Scrounge for Supplies or a Resourceful off of Versatile.
We don't want Resourceful, because Resourceful can only...
get Survivors. But yeah, Scrounge for Supplies, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, we could Versatile into Scrounge for Supplies. Mm-hmm. We could even play in the thick of it to get Scrounge for Supplies at level 0. Mm-hmm. But should we?
Is it the right choice? Probably not.
I think it ends up being less Interrogate and Persuasions
than what we would see.
Or like the same number as we've got now, because right now we're on 6. Like 6 out of 30, not counting the other, like the cards that we have to play.
What if we, then in order to, like, do what we're going to coin right now is a PBG official term is Seeker Recursion. So we have so many assets and stuff that when we can cycle through our deck and just, like, keep playing them, right? Like, we have a lot of card draw, and then everything else is just, like, stuff that we can put on, like Fine Clothes and stuff like that.
That is a possibility.
That could be a way.
Yeah, the downside to it with Joe is that he has his extra hunch deck, and after the cards are played from the hunch deck, they go into his discard pile.
Yeah, so we pretty much need to be like... I mean, we can still run... Like, what is the one? I mean, like, we can still get, like, at least some card draw in our hunch deck, but...
Yeah. No, we definitely can. I think we want to play On the Hunt in our main deck. because
we can grab a
we
humanoid
need
enemy.
a humanoid enemy.
We'll start with the level. What is it? It's a level. It's level 3.
The other one's level 3, so we can't play
it's
it.
out of Joe's world.
Yeah. But
I guess on that point, also probably first watch is going to be good too, right? Because we can grab.
Yeah, we get to. Not only do we get to protect our very squishy meat body.
Yeah.
But we also get to help try to make sure that the humanoid enemies are more or less where we want them.
Yes. Yeah. I think we've done this trick in the Nathaniel Cho deck, but do we want some handcuffs? We could maybe handcuff a humanoid when we get one, and then...
Yeah, we could just, and then we just cart him around and interrogate him or persuade him to give up the goods, or we'll give him another kidney shot.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I don't know if... Because it really only works with interrogate, not persuasion, because then we were like, oh, good. We got rid of him. We scared him out of here. I love this, though, that, like, this is what Travis would say right now. So he's going to be like, so you're grabbing on the hunt to find an enemy to shuffle it back into the deck. And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
That's the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
Would we want something like a get over here? Because then we can also summon...
Yeah, to allow us to shuffle enemies about.
Yeah.
We're almost definitely going to play, what's his name? Michael Lee.
Yep.
He's like our partner, and he's going to get killed at some point.
Yes, yeah.
And this is what's going to drive us, like, actually into the story of the movie.
Yes, yeah.
Is we gotta find the person who killed our partner.
Well, we'll start him as a 2-of, and we'll see how everything else shapes up, especially because he is expensive experience-wise, but he is very good. He is, like, incredible in Joe.
Yeah, he does all the things that we could ever want.
Yes, yeah.
Makes us good at investigating. He makes us good at fighting. He makes like our investigations help us fight.
Gives us the drive to get revenge at the end of the first act of the movie. 100%, yeah.
Yeah, right.
What weapons should we run in this deck? Because we probably want something.
So we got the detective's Colt.
Yep.
1911s, and they're pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
We can use them to like pseudo recur or interrogate.
Yes. Yep.
So I suppose because of that, we want all of our insights to be things that we can just play.
Yes.
As soon as they're on top of our deck.
Yeah.
We don't want to be playing anything that's situational, or we might end up shuffling back into the deck, because that's not going to work out for us as well.
So let's look at insights. We can go there, and we can go through this.
Yeah, we probably want there's a couple of blue ones that I think we want. I think we want scene of the crime, because we're going to already try to be at locations with enemies.
Yep.
So like that kind of dovetails real nicely there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then worst case scenario, if there's no enemies, you just play it to get rid of it off the top.
Yeah, so you just play it for free, and you're like, Tesla's glue, baby.
Yep. Yep. Oh, on that note, I'm going to quickly just grab over here the other Tesla's clue. Working a hunch.
Yeah, working a hunch is real solid.
Yep.
I don't know if we really want any of the other blue ones. Like, we might want to play evidence in our deck.
Yep.
But if we want it in our deck, we definitely don't want it in the hunch deck.
Yes, agreed. We could get like something like Deep Knowledge is just really good, right? Because it's just like it doesn't cost anything, and it doesn't require anything really. Anything
that we play out of the hunch deck does also cost 2 less.
Yes. Yeah.
So we can play things that cost up to 2. Mm-hmm. And they're still free and thus easy to play.
Like Preposterous Sketches is also really good for that, but like you could sometimes get screwed by it, but maybe not enough for it to really matter. Of note, though, I think one of the best cards is this, even though it costs a bunch. This card's crazy in the hunch deck. So it's depending on how things shape up, we can see how that goes.
We could burn the rest of our XP on that.
Yep. And it would not be a bad thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a terrible choice.
But we'll see what else we get here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Shortcut is also a fairly solid one, because what are we going to find ourselves in a situation where we don't want to move.
Yeah, we don't want to
Or
move.
somebody doesn't want to move.
Yeah, exactly, right? So no matter
Right?
what, it's going to work. So for
Yeah.
reference, we have 7 here for people at home. And we need 10.
Yes, we do.
So we need...
This guy's a weirdo.
Yeah, we need 3 more. We need 2 more cards as 2 ofs.
Yeah, we probably want stuff that draws us cards to help us find our interrogate.
Yep.
Or our persuasion.
You know what? Let's put in these cryptic research right now. We'll see what else happens with our experience, but we can replace those as we go.
I have no problem with those. Like, we can, because we have the Michael Lee, we can probably afford for our other weapon to just be level 0.
Yep. And even though so one thing I also do want is I do want to get, we probably want a backpack still to help us find our fine clothes, considering that's our thing. They can also get the Colt, right? We probably want at least 1. It is the last thing we take out of our backpack, but we probably, because then we don't have to like run like a prepared for the worst, probably, right? Like I said, it does compete with the fine clothes, but that can just be the last thing we pull out of the backpack if need be.
I think it depends how much card draw we end up playing in the hunch deck.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like if the other card in our hunch deck is the other draw 3 for 0.
Yeah.
The level 0 one.
Deep knowledge. Yeah, because so like right now from our hunch deck, we have cryptic research just draws cards, no strings attached. Deep knowledge draws cards, minor string attached. Right.
Technically strings.
These things aren't in there. The interrogate and the persuasion. Scene of the crime. You can just do that as a clue. Get an action. Get a clue. Working hunch. Don't even need to spend the action shortcut. So no matter what, we'll be able to play the top card of our deck every turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
We do probably want some more weapons.
Yeah.
What they are, that depends on whether we want to spend our XP on them or not, I think.
Mm-hmm. I kind of really like this as well. Like, I think the detective Colts are like the goal here. So like, I think with your point that if we get other weapons, I think level 0 should be fine because I think they're just placeholders to our Colt 1911s. Because assuming that we can like get, like if we can kill an enemy with this, like every like 4 times. Yeah, man, that would, is there a tool that's like a weapon?
Yes, there's the sledgehammer.
Oh no. But only the level 0 sledgehammer.
Yeah, we can't play the other one because it's not within our purview, but like you can hold the sledgehammer in the detective Colt.
All right, let's think about
Should
sledgehammer for a second.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit higher on this one than I am the level 4 one.
Okay, yeah.
Because the double action is a whole lot easier to come up with than triple action.
Yeah. And I mean, like, it also is like a perfect thing that you can like do the sledgehammer and then finish them off with the Colt.
Yeah, like the fight at -1 for +1 damage is like kind of soft for us, really.
Yeah, it's not terrible, like especially if we have Michael Lee in play, right?
Yeah, if we've got Michael Lee, then we get to fight at 4 and deal +1 damage. But where we really want to be is dealing 3 damage with like 6 or 7.
Yes. And then like if it's a big enemy, we can hit them for 3 damage and then shoot them with the Colt and get like a cryptic research back. I'm down for it. I think that's fun because now we have like a built-in bandolier.
This is the truth.
On that case, then we probably an easy inclusion is some overpowers. Just because they'll help us get
overpowers and perceptions.
Yeah, I'm always down for some perceptions in this deck too. They replace
just
themselves,
like
right?
Easy card draw.
Yeah, they just replace
they
themselves.
also help us with the interrogation or the persuasion because those both they're the respective types, right?
Yeah, definitely. How many more cards do we need? How many is 40 cards? So we need 8 more cards. That's a lot of cards.
It is a lot of cards.
And we still have 5 experience as well. Which is always the awkward number because finding a
Yeah,
two.
I mean, like, we could buy upgraded get over here's.
Yep, those are good.
That would be a choice. We could buy extra ammo for our Colts.
I like that. I like that.
Those are both some pretty real choices here, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you like more?
Extra ammo gets us more shots out of the Colts, which gives us more possible reuse, like recursion out of the interrogate.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah. I think potentially going back to the handcuff plan could be good. Just because, like, if we we probably don't want to put persuasion on the bottom of the deck with the Colts, right?
No,
But
probably not.
doing interrogate can be pretty sick. You're playing that multiple times, right?
I do think that this might be not an entirely unreasonable choice to bring into a campaign that has stupid milkshake cultist, whatever his name is. The one who gets bigger every time you fight him.
The Sean Connery one in the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can just show up and you're like, I'll give you $100 to fuck off.
And he'll be like, yeah, of course.
And he's like, all right.
Say no more.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I definitely I think like there's only 6 cards in this deck that are like weird. Everything else is just like good shit. And that's like the fine clothes, the interrogate, and the persuasion.
Yeah, although fine clothes is also occasionally the best card in your deck.
Exactly. It could just be really
sometimes.
Good. Yeah, no matter what Travis says.
No matter what Travis says.
Do we want to put in like a handcuff to do that idea for the interrogate?
We could do that. That doesn't seem terrible to me. Yeah,
I don't think we need 2. We could get 2, but depending on like what we spend our last 3 experience on, right?
Yeah, if we shave some of the experience, we could play, instead of the cryptic researches in the hunch deck, we could play the level 5 no stone unturned.
Yes. Yep.
Because that just finds us anything.
And that is 28 if we do that.
Yeah, and then we have 1 left. I think the 1 left should probably be like the Ace of Swords, actually.
That's a good call. That's a great call.
Just because like this offsets the
hammer
downside of the sledgehammer.
Yeah, then we just get to attack normal at 5, which is like still just a really good number if Michael Lee's in play. Yeah, I'm down for that. So our experience is settled. We just need 4 more cards.
4 more cards, eh?
So I hear what Travis is saying. He's saying Vicious Blow and Deductions. Like that's our worst.
That's pretty fair.
Like those are just
pretty fair. He gets to play both.
Yeah, those are just the cards we want here, right? Like that's just gotta be it.
Yeah. I mean, like, as much as I don't like it, I don't have any sort of meme stuff to put in this deck anymore.
Yeah.
And if you're playing a deck that can play either one of these and reasonably expect it to work, and you're not playing it, you might be doing something wrong.
Yeah. I think the No Stone Unturned is a great.
Yeah, because it just fishes out the interrogate, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever piece of the puzzle we don't exactly have here.
And what you do is, with Mandy, you just have you have another investigator play Mandy, and then she lets you find 2, and then it's like you're golden. Oh my god, that'd be strong. And then actually what's really good is then that like your eidetic memories can just be extra copies of this, which is like really strong, because then you can find exactly what you need if need be. Because like then like we can just keep cycling our interrogates and our persuasions, which sounds really fun. I think this deck...
the only issue that I really see here is that we don't have any economy, really.
Oh yeah, how's our curve? Let me look.
So like Maybe we shave the first watches.
Yep. Yeah, our curve hovers a lot around... we have 15 2-cost cards, which makes sense because a bunch of them are in there, but we can still use some more. So you're saying shave the first watches and put in a Crack the Case?
Yeah, we can play Crack the Case. We can play, like, Emergency Cash. They all kind of work. I think Crack the Case is probably the strongest one. Though.
Yeah.
It's also an insight, so we can play it with the eidetic memory if we're desperate.
Yep. So sick. I think I like this deck. I think this one actually, I think it's pretty nice.
It's like, I mean, I think Interrogate is a solid payoff.
Yes.
But the persuasion depends entirely on the campaign you're playing. And even like further than that, like the piece of the scenario of the campaign that you were playing.
Yeah. But worst case scenario, it's +1 book. Worst case scenario. Yeah. No, I think this is sweet. It's a nice one. Awesome. Well, I hope you all watching at home liked this BRYN'S Madhouse deck. If you have any ideas for decks, let us know in the comments. I'd love to throw them on the list, and we'll get to them eventually. And also, once we start getting some new cards, that's always my favorite part, because then Bryn says, what about this? And I go, yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. And as always, GG's.